Alright, today I thought I would take us on Journey to Mars. You can see that this is the Mars display. And I don't know if they're going to let me film in here or not. Oh, it looks like we have an astronaut. Thank you. Got to shake hands with the real live astronaut. How cool is that? Caught the astronaut as he was getting ready to go do his little photo op right there. Spaceman. So these are all displays.
The first person to stand on Mars could be in our audience today.
This looks like the crew vehicle. This is a full-size development model, so we can see how big this is compared to the Mercury. So this is rather large. A full-size model like this one is used to work out the practical details of a spacecraft. So they have mocked up this spaceship size. This is how big it is, and compared to the Mercury capsule that we were in the other day, this is like a space mansion. Space mansion? Wow, it is huge. Very large. They have a movie running in the background, which is what you're hearing all that noise from. I guess this is some of the Martian vehicles that they are building and testing out, which is pretty cool.
My name is Ken. I'm here to assist you in Journey to Mars.
So this is just some of the vehicles that they are building and testing. This is what the size actually is like for one of these leg units for this rover thingy. You can see what it looks like with the scale to the humans. This is looking for robotics engineers to develop these vehicles. Of course, they are going to need people to design these systems. These are the space systems engineers who will be designing habitats, transportation units, all the things that would be required. You know, this display is actually a holograph. This is like a 3D holographic display. I don't know if you can tell, that stuff is floating in space. And this seems to be some kind of Martian vehicle. Huge. Possibly a van for living on Mars. It basically is a space exploration vehicle, which they call the SEV. And it is designed for the astronauts to explore Mars. This is what the cockpit view looks like down here. And how the suits go. Here this is your own rover, pathfinding on Mars. This is what the vehicles look like. Notice all the solar panels. So these little robots have their own ability to capture the sun's energy and convert it to electricity. You can see this is what the Martian explorers look like. Little tiny robots. I don't know if this particular one was called Spirit or Opportunity. There's the other one, which is huge. Let me get a better view for you guys. This is what the other vehicle looks like. It is very large. It has a little camera here on top, taking pictures, video. Also has the ability to take samples. This is the Martian rover family. So these vehicles are designed to explore the actual surface of Mars. It's amazing. For scale reference, just so you know, this vehicle is about the size of a car. This is a big wall display. It looks like the moon base. So they're going to be doing some testing on the moon before they actually move on to Mars. I know as a kid they said that by the time I was 30 they would be heading out to Mars, so I'm well past 30 years old and we still haven't even colonized the moon yet. So things have been shifted back by a few decades. This is one of the movies showing some of the vehicles that they are testing out. So this is going to have to be worked out. We have to learn how to do all this on the moon and then later on actually on Mars. We are no longer at the dreaming stage. We are at the stage of actually building and testing prototypes. It's amazing. This is a mock-up of the rocket, the Orion multi-purpose crew vehicle. This is what they're going to be using to try to launch people to Mars. I don't know if they're launching from the Earth or from the moon. I think you have to stay and watch the video that everybody's here to try to watch, but sadly for me, I'm not going to have the time to watch it. Here you can see a humongous display screen that they have. It really does look almost 3D. It's like a globe projector they have. Wow, look at that moon. If you look carefully, you might see the man on the moon. If not that, maybe some cheese. Did you see it? This is the big mural they have for Explorers Wanted as soon as you walk into the Mars display. Hazardous journey, small wages, bitter cold. Months of complete darkness, constant danger. Let's get a better view here. Basically, Explorers are wanted. It is hazardous journey. Small wages, bitter cold, long months of complete darkness, constant danger. Safe return is doubtful. Honor and recognition in case of success. This is how they expect the spaceship to look when it is taking off from the Earth from NASA. Which would mean, I don't know if they're launching from Florida, but that looks like it might be Florida. This is a video of this giant capsule. It is the Martian capsule, full-size mock-up. It is fairly large, much larger than the Mercury spacecraft. They've got it out here, spinning out here. I don't want to film too low because there are a lot of people walking by and I don't want to get other people here in this video. And of course, to do your exploration of the planet when you're outside on Mars, you might want to be riding around on this really cool Martian rover. Yeah. If you haven't seen this segment that I did on this rover, you may want to do so. But this is an amazing vehicle. It does run. They actually have a video of it out here somewhere where they show it running around Kennedy Space Center. This display right here is the astronaut training experience, and they actually have a mock-up of the Martian landscape, as well as what it might look like if you were actually on Mars. Here you can see if I was on Mars. This is what it may look like. I don't know if it rains on Mars, but it's certainly rained here today on Earth. We actually had hail, yeah, the size of golf balls. Isn't that crazy? Well, that wraps it up for this tour of our Martian visit. I hope you enjoyed this little trip with me. Brief journey here in Kennedy Space Center. I hope that wherever you're staying, the weather is much better than it's been here in Florida today. It's just been crazy weather with hail and rain and wind. It is actually quite cool right now. So until next time, everyone, please take care, stay safe. God bless you all. Bye-bye now.